Hello there, it is me, Melodic Cashew, coming at you with a brand new video. Today, I will be reviewing the Snapshot 24W09A, as well as the previous snapshot that I missed. This is a 1.20.5 snapshot, so most of the things added in this snapshot will be in the next update, which I expect is to come very soon. But there are also some 1.21 features in the snapshot as well, specifically changes to ones we already had. Alright. Let's begin with 1.21's brand new mob, the Bogged. These retextured skeletons are known as Boggs. They can be found in the swamp biome and in the mangrove swamp biome, spawning naturally, as well as in the trial chambers. You will know if your trial chamber has the Bogged spawning inside of them when the trial spawner is surrounded with bone blocks, puzzle blocks, and red mushrooms. This actually replaces the poison skeletons that we had in trial chambers before, so you'll no longer have those weird skeletons holding poison arrows. Now you'll have these swampy skeletons shooting poison arrows instead, and they can also wear armor, like a normal humanoid mob would, and they actually look very swamp-like. Like, they really nailed the texture on this. Like, look how green the bones are, and those shoulders, which I believe are lily pads, and even the mushrooms growing on top. And actually, these mushrooms are new to this snapshot because previously, when the boxes were first added, the mushrooms weren't a 3D model like this. They were actually flat, and that actually led me to believe that the red mushroom was actually blood on its head, but nope, it now actually looks like a mushroom since it is a 3D model. These guys are very green, but also very mean. If we were to go into survival, as you can see, they are definitely shooting me with poison arrows, but do you notice anything? Well, if not, I'll tell you anyway. As we already knew, skeletons take 2 seconds to shoot arrows, while the Bogged has a longer cooldown of 3.5 seconds. So that's a 1.5 seconds longer it takes a Bogged to shoot an arrow than a skeleton, as you can see right here. Boggs also have less health than a skeleton, having 16 health points rather than 20 health points like a skeleton. If you are intentionally trying to find the Bogged mob, I recommend looking in trial chambers rather than in the wild, because I noticed they rarely spawn in the swamps. I mean, right here is a batch of 3, and then 1 skeleton, but other than this, I haven't really seen any naturally spawning Boggs. And yes, this is the same for the mangrove swamp as well. I wonder if they will make it more common. I get it would be annoying having these all over the swamp, but I would expect it to be at least as common as a stray in the snowy biomes. So yeah, if you want to get those poison arrows, I recommend going to the trial chambers, because you are not going to find a whole lot of Boggs here. Just a few per night. Yes, I did say you can get poison arrows from them, and that is true. When you kill Boggs, they have a chance to drop a poison arrow. But just 1, even with looting 3. Now, it's not every time, and I have looting, so it's going to be more often, but let's see if I can show this off. Okay. Yeah, you get bones and arrows like a normal skeleton as well, if you couldn't tell already. Well, I guess not bones all the time either. Ah, see? That's my 9th Bogged I killed with this sword, and I did not get a poison arrow this time. And yeah, it does seem you do not get more than 1 from a Bogged, so each Bogged killed is a high chance of getting 1 poison arrow. And added in today's snapshot, we got a brand new drop for the Bogged, but you don't get it from killing it, you get it from shearing it. See that? Got some mushrooms. So now the top of its head is bald. And where once grew mushrooms is now bones, exposed bones. But you don't get brown mushrooms all the time, or at least you get another variant of mushroom as well. So you could either get 2 red mushrooms, 2 brown mushrooms, or 1 of each time you shear a Bogged. So let's keep on going. Aha, that time I got 1 brown mushroom and 1 red mushroom. I said that the opposite of when I picked them up, but that's okay, right? And you can't shear them again after that. You can tell they have been sheared once the top of their head is, well, empty, I guess is the word. Now, don't ask me if the mushrooms grow back, because I have no idea. It is not mentioned in the changelog, so as far as I know, it does not. But keep shearing them. Yeah, and that time we got 2 brown mushrooms again. And we got 1 of each again. I'm trying to see if we can get 2 red mushrooms from 1 shear. Doesn't seem like that's really happening. Just put these away. Ah, there we go. Yeah. That's how the shearing works on the Bogged. And if we take a look at its texture, you do see 1 brown mushroom and 1 red mushroom on top. Or another brown mushroom on the back of its head. So technically, you should get 1 red mushroom and 2 brown mushrooms all the time, since that's what it shows on the texture. That makes sense to me, and maybe you too. Anyway, that should be all we need to talk about the Bogged, so let's move on to armadillos, or the thing that they drop. Of course, that thing is armadillo skew, which we can put in a crafting table like so to get wolf armor. It has been this way since the very beginning of this snapshot cycle. So let's go ahead and spawn a wolf, make it our best friend, and equip the wolf armor. Yes, it looks the same as before, but this snapshot, wolf armor got a massive upgrade. Like, it is so much better. Like, it's so good, you should have not ever regretted voting for the armadillo, or ever wanted the crab or penguin. It's growling, I guess, because there are bogs nearby. Oh, yeah, does it chase bogs? Let's see. Oh, it seems so. Makes sense, right? It is a skeleton variant after all. Anyway, one of the biggest changes to wolf armor in this snapshot, let me go ahead and just type it in. Die. Now, you probably know where this is going. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Well, I dyed the collar that time, but... Okay, what's going on? I'm just dyeing the collar. You gotta do it in the crafting table. I don't think you can mix and match either. Oh, you can. It's just like leather armor. You can make thousands of combinations. And also like leather armor. Oh, I need shears to take it off, don't I? That's so weird, but that's how it works. There we go, dyed wolf armor. When I first saw the snapshot picture, I thought it was trimmed armor, but nope. It's dyed. You can customize your wolf now, not just by the collar. And I say it looks trimmed because even though the armor is dyed, it's not completely dyed to a different color. You can still see the actual wolf armor color on the texture. Kind of like leather armor, where there's still brown left over after you dye it. That's weird, but hey, it looks more trimmed, so I guess trimmed is better than dyed. Even if it is dyed, but it looks like trim. Yeah, anyway, you can dye the wolf armor, and there are lots of combinations, because I just combined yellow and lime into this one color. If you would like to take the dye off of your dyed wolf armor, you actually can do just that by simply dipping it in the cauldron. So right-click the cauldron, and a layer of water would go down, but yeah. You can clean up to 3 wolf armors in a singular cauldron. So, yeah, when you dye your wolf armor, it is not permanently dyed. Just wash it off. Now to test the protection. As of this snapshot, wolf armor actually has durability now, so it can break, but let's see how long it will take for it to break. So, will it be protected from TNT? Yes! And you can now see visually when the armor is damaged, unlike every other armor. So that makes every other armor feel very outdated. Hey, stop that. Yeah, wolf armor, and wolf armor only, you can actually see visually that it's... Excuse me! Okay, you gotta go. Get out of here, in the cave. Why are you standing up? I just sat you down. Anyway, as you can see here, the armor visually looks damaged. And as I was saying, that makes every other armor in the game seem very outdated, because even if it is severely damaged, it still looks the same. I don't know if you heard it during the explosion, but there was actually a sound when the wolf armor cracked. So let's keep going. Alright, it didn't break just yet, but it kind of keep going. Oh, no. Yep, that was 3 explosions, and the wolf armor is now destroyed. But the wolf took absolutely no damage from that. No damage. Your wolf is actually useful in combat now. I was so worried when the wolf armor was first added that it would be useless like everyone thought it was, but no. I mean, we almost shouldn't even call this wolf armor. We should call this wolf shield, because it acts more like a shield than armor, since all the damage the wolf would take is absorbed by the wolf armor. See? Alive, but the armor is gone. That's because the armor absorbed that entire fall. And the wolf, as you can see by its tail, is still, well, all the way up, so it's at full health. As a proud armadillo voter, I come to tell you, wolf armor is amazing. Great job, Mojang. Let's move on. Oh, wait, before we actually move on, it gets better. So let's actually, you know, put some more armor on the wolf, blow it up some more so it can take damage. Oh, that wasn't really much damage. Alright, we'll have to do it again. Go on now. Break a bit. Alright, as you can see, sit down. The wolf armor is cracked, but you can actually heal it or mend it with Armadillo Scute simply by right-clicking. There. It is now fully repaired, but it might be worth your while just to make new wolf armor. I don't know. That took me 6 fixes, so... yeah, I guess you can figure that out. Is it worth just crafting another set of wolf armor, or just use a ton of Scute to repair it? But yeah, you can repair it now. That, by the way, wolf armor is coming in 1.20.5, so very, very soon we can have OP wolves. The vault, the vault block changed textures again, as if we couldn't already tell it was different from the trial spawner. But yeah, this is the vault now. It has a different base texture. It also turns orange when you get close. The mouth is still the same though, at least. But the top is completely different, much darker. I guess it looks cool. But now the cage kind of looks shorter because now this top texture is kind of removing the transparency. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's good, but it's not my favorite change in the snapshot. But let's take a look at that new opening texture since the texture itself changed. I mean, it's the same as before, but just a different color, of course. And yeah, when it's deactivated, it looks the same. Except, of course, the mouth won't open, and this part will no longer glow orange. Unless, you know, another player who hasn't opened it yet comes by. But yeah, just a simple texture change. The loot is still the same. That should be changing very soon, though. We have received a change to the wind charge as well. They actually removed randomness from the radius of both breeze and player shot wind charges. Whatever that means, so... I guess it was random of the radius. Like, I guess the radius where it would affect mobs, so like if I throw it right here, it doesn't actually blow it away. I mean, I don't see a difference, but they removed the randomness of the radius for both the breeze and wind charge. And by the way, you can't wind charge a breeze anymore, just reflects. Very cool. It also reflects on your face, so you better move if you try to do that. Last but not least, UI changes. Take a look at this. The UI is different, specifically the background. It's much more blurry, and I get a headache whenever I look at it. I just can't deal with blurry vision. But actually, it gets much worse, because if you love nostalgia like your boy Cashew, look, they removed the iconic dirt background. Now it's just the background of where you pause the game. I don't know why they did this. Even this. All of it. The entire dirt background just gone. Obliterated. It's been here since the beginning of Minecraft's life. No more dirt background, everyone. They darn killed it. Okay, hold on. Actually, the dirt is not completely removed, because if we were to go to our resource packs and activate the built-in programmer art texture pack, let that load in, and nostalgia comes right back. Look at that. The classic dirt background back, as long as you activate that. But everything else seems so old. Ah, it. I guess it's nice, but it kind of hurts to see how bad Minecraft textures used to be. But yeah, if you want the dirt background, it's back. But well, I mean, before the snapshot, the dirt background wasn't in the pause menu here, but it was everywhere else. Maybe it'll be like a texture pack that comes out later by like Vanilla Tweaks or someone, where it's added back properly without needing to have other old stuff activated. So yeah, that's as close as we can get to having it back currently. Glad I discovered that. Quite a lot of bugs have been fixed in this snapshot as well, including baby armadillos being able to drop skeet when you brush them, but no longer. I'm right-clicking as hard as I can, even crouching, and it's not working. But of course it still works on these guys. Just not the little itty-bitty babies, which I always thought was weird anyway, so it makes sense now. Don't brush your babies. And I thought I would point out, although I don't understand them, that there have been plenty of technical changes in this week's snapshot. Like, they start right here, and there's just a lot. Look, I'm still scrolling. Keeps going. Lots of technical changes. Yep. Resource pack version, and here are the bugs. Lots and lots of technical changes. I mean, hey, they did say somewhere in here that this is a slightly bigger than usual snapshot, which is no problem at all, but wow. I guess that week break really paid off, because last week there was no snapshot. And with that, I would like to thank you all for watching. This snapshot certainly has been a surprise, and people have been requesting Diable Wolf Armor for quite some time now, and it is finally here. 1.20.5 seems to be getting close, I personally believe. I know usually the snapshots get smaller when an update is close, but I mean, 1.21 has to kick up in a bang soon, right? So yeah, if you enjoyed this snapshot showcase, consider leaving a like on the video, as it shows that you liked the video. Subscribe to the channel for more Melodic Cashew content, you know, from me, your boy, Melodic Cashew. And turn on post notifications so you get notified for whenever I upload my next video. I will see you when I do upload that upcoming video, whether that's a snapshot video or something else I'm working on. And then finish and then upload. Alright, that's it for me. Go on now. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you next time. Goodbye.